Jim, our next question sent to CornyDriveThru@gmail.com from Wesley. Comcast just released financials for the Peacock streaming service, and it lost the corporation $1.7 billion
What?
in 2021.
Wait a minute, it's a money loser?
Comcast says that it plans on losing $2.5 billion next year as they ramp up content creation for the service. With yearly revenue at only $778 million, expansion has to be beyond aggressive to continue to justify such staggering development. Do you think a potential sale of WWE would hurt or help Comcast overall, considering the added expenditure? Remember, much of WWE's revenue comes from Comcast and would effectively be eliminated should a sale occur.
But wait, how do they lose $2 billion? They're taking programs that are either in their archives, in their library, or that are airing on their various networks, and they put them on this streaming service, so you have to pay to subscribe to the streaming service to watch the programs that they're already producing, and that in some cases have been in the can for years and are being repurposed anyway. How can they lose $2 billion on that?
I don't know. I'm going to look up to see if anyone has anything that
I mean, I
broken
know
down about this.
there's setting up the infrastructure of the thing and maybe digitizing the footage or editing or transfer or whatever, but $2 billion worth? And I mean, I don't like streaming television because it's not real TV and it goes out a lot, especially if you have Spectrum, folks. I remind you. Cable TV is still easier to work, but they ain't got a bad deal there. If you can figure out how to work it and you can suffer through, if you're watching wrestling, that they don't have the on-screen fast forward in some cases, whatever, you can see literally thousands and thousands and thousands of hours of movies and TV shows, everything that the WWE has put up that they've ever got on tape that they've got out yet, plus every other thing that they own for $5 a month. How can this not be something that would make some money? You're selling them the sleeves off your vest. Are they doing new programming for the Peacock? Or are they just showing the other stuff from other places?
I believe they are doing new programming too, but let me read a little bit of
Maybe they ought to quit doing that new programming. Maybe that's where that $2 billion went.
Well, let's see what this says. This is from The Hollywood Reporter by George Salai. Peacock, the streaming service of Comcast's entertainment unit, NBC Universal, reached 24.5 million monthly active accounts in the U.S. as of the end of 2021. Comcast disclosed in its fourth quarter earnings report on Thursday. The media, entertainment, and technology conglomerate had previously focused on Peacock signups, but on Thursday disclosed the active user metric instead. So I guess they were previously telling everyone how many people signed up, and now they're all of a sudden saying, well, here's how many people are there altogether.
Peacock. What I just heard, wait a minute. So you're saying that they have 25 million people in the United States alone paying them $5 a month?
Well, not necessarily. They
can't make money?
What I'm saying is they have 24.5 million monthly active accounts, but a lot of them, I would figure, may be free accounts, right? Because if you are a Comcast subscriber, you get Peacock for free.
I think there's a loophole.
There are various people who have different deals for Peacock, yeah.
Well, I've heard that there's all kinds of different deals you can have to cock these things up.
Have you heard that? Indeed.
I've heard that, okay. Yes.
Well, what are your thoughts on Peacock potentially losing money, right, as WWE has a deal to be on Disney Plus in Indonesia?
Well, I mean, it's not the WWE's fault that Peacock is losing money, but it does show that they're willing to drop the P and the cock right in the middle of the stream there and change horses right in midstream if they don't get their way. That's what the WWE said. They're playing both sides against each other, apparently. So I don't know. I much prefer that things go back to the way that they should be. And we had 3 or 4 television stations with an over-the-air broadcast signal, because then everything on would actually be good like it used to be. Now there's 400 channels and everything sucks. And if we had 4 over-the-air channels, then we could go back to pay-per-view television for the big events, and the WWE could make $80 or $90 million in one night, except nobody would buy their shows because they all suck now. So maybe it's better that they just sell them to the Peacock and the and Disney.